Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a drive-through video all the way from Ngwo to Obara Avenue. As this drive begins, we are in Ngwo, a community that holds a very special place in the history of Enugu. Many people know Enugu today as the coal city, but fewer people realize that the story of this city actually begins here in the hills of Ngwo. In fact, the name Enugu itself comes from the Igbo phrase Enugu Ngwo. Literally translated, it means the hilltop of Ngwo. Long before Enugu became the capital city we know today, the land around here was a collection of hills, forests, and traditional settlement belonging to the Ngwo people. And if you look around as we drive, you can see one of the defining features of this place, the rolling hills and the elevated landscape that gave Enugu its name. Those hills will later shape the destiny of this region. Because in the early 19th century, something very important was discovered in these hills: coal. The discovery of coals in nearby areas transformed what was once a quiet community into one of the most important industrial centers in colonial Nigeria. The British colonial administration quickly discovered mining operations around Enugu, and this led to the creation of railways, roads, and settlements that would eventually grow into the city we know today. So in many ways, Ngwo sits at the historical foundation of Enugu. And beyond history, this area also has an incredible natural beauty. Just a short distance from here is one of the Enugu's most famous attractions, the Ngwo Pine Forest. This pine forest is known for its tall trees, cool atmosphere, and hidden caves and waterfalls. Over the years, it has become a popular destination for tourists, hikers, photographers, and nature lovers. Places like this show that Ngwo is not just historically important, it also has huge tourism potential. And when tourism grows in a location, something else usually follows: real estate development. Today, more investors are beginning to look closely at areas around Ngwo and its neighboring communities. Part of the reason is location. Ngwo sits along the corridor that connects 9th Mile with the main Enugu city. And that corridor is becoming one of the most strategic growth directions for the city. As Enugu expands, land in areas that sit between major transit points and the city center naturally begins to increase in value. This is something experienced investors watch very closely, because historically, cities tend to expand along infrastructure and the transportation routes. And when you understand the geography of a place, you begin to understand where future growth may happen. Now, as we continue this drive, we are about to move onto one of the most famous roads in Enugu. But before we do that, if you're enjoying this drive and learning something new about Enugu, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. On this channel, I share insights about Enugu, its history, its development, and opportunities in the real estate market. Alright, let's continue the journey. We are now approaching one of the most iconic roads in Enugu, Milliken Hill. Milliken Hill is not just a road, it is a remarkable piece of engineering history. When the British colonial administration began developing Enugu as a mining and administrative town, they needed reliable ways to connect the coal fields with other regions. But there was one major challenge. The terrain here is extremely hilly and steep, so engineers had to design a road that could safely navigate the slopes of this mountain. The result was the winding road you see here today, carefully carved into the hillside to allow vehicles to climb and descend safely. For decades, Milliken Hill has served as a critical gateway into Enugu. Anyone traveling into the city from the direction of 90 Mile will most likely pass through this route. And that makes this corridor extremely important, because in urban development, infrastructure corridors often determine where economic activities grows. Roads like this connect communities, facilitate trade, and move people efficiently between regions. And when transportation improves, businesses follows, population grows, and real estate demand increases. This is one of the reasons why land located along major access routes into cities often become more valuable over time. Understanding this pattern is one of the keys to making smart real estate decisions. Now, as we descend further, we are gradually leaving the outskirts and moving closer into the commercial heart of Enugu. But before we get there, if you are finding this video informative, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I share regular insights about property, land, and the future of Enugu's development. Now, let's continue. One of the busiest commercial zones in the city. This is New Market. Markets like this are more than just places where people buy and sell goods. In many Nigerian cities, markets are actually economic engines. They attract traders, transport operators, wholesalers, retailers, and thousands of daily visitors. And when economic activities concentrate in one location, it naturally increases the demand of nearby housing, shops, offices, and warehouses. That's why properties located close to major markets often become highly valuable. Because people want to live close to where business is happening. They want easy access to trade, transportation, and customers. This is one of the reasons commercial hubs like this continue to shape how cities grow. As Enugu continues to develop, an area around major commercial centers will remain some of the most active zones for business and real estate demand. And just a few minutes from here is the administrative and financial heart of the city. Let's head here next. But first, if you've been enjoying this drive through Enugu, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss future videos exploring the city and its real estate opportunities. We have now arrived at one of the most important roads in Enugu City. This is Okpara Avenue. named after Michael Okpara, one of the most influential leaders in Nigeria's Eastern region. Okpara Avenue has long been considered the central business and administrative corridor of Enugu. As you look around, you will notice many of the institutions that power the city's economy: government offices, corporate buildings, banks, commercial establishments. This concentration of institutions is what defines a central business district. And historically, properties located in city centers like this tend to hold significant long-term value because these areas serve as the economic nerve center of the city. Even as cities expand outward, the central district remain hubs of administration, finance, and commerce. For real estate investors, understanding how a city is structured, from its historic communities like Ngwo to its infrastructural corridors like the Milliken Hill, to commercial zones like the New Market, and finally to the administrative center here at Okpara Avenue, helps you review the bigger picture of urban growth. And that perspective is incredibly valuable when making property decisions. If you have enjoyed this drive through Enugu and learning about the history, geography, and development of the city, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. On this channel, I regularly share insights about Enugu communities, real estate development, land investment opportunities, and how the city is evolving. If you are in Nigeria or in the diaspora and you are looking to buy secure land or property in Enugu, feel free to reach out to me on the number showing on your screen. I'd be happy to guide you through the process and help you make informed real estate decisions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.